there is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever.
Land of the rising sun, we love and cherish, beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect
Foreign soldiers keep on killing us because we said for freedom. Yeah, take my life, but you can never take away that joy. Freedom is ours. We got what it takes to live. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Awumoye Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Freedom is here. Hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Awumoye Biafra, Biafra, my country. My country, Biafra. Yes, we never give up. Yes, we no go give up. Never give up. No, no they give up. My country, Biafra. We no go give up. Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Everywhere you go. We have what it takes to Biafra.
We have what it takes, and you get Biafra everywhere you go. I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you good night, depending on your time zone. As always, this is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are streaming live through Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio, being anchored by Diokpa Uchu Kafomefo, who hails from Abatete in Anambra State, Biafra land. Dr. Chukafumefo is the man who have assured us from inception the beginning of evil in the guise of agitating for Biafra restoration. He said, see, under our watch, under my watch, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, considering the wave of evil all around us because of this agitation of Biafra, both from the enemy's camp and from within, Mazin Efon would not have been able to stand alone, except there are other noble men, good men out there who understand why we must defend truth, fairness, honesty, sincerity, transparency, and ready to redeem accountability as of when due. And that gives me the privilege to acknowledge members of the de facto customary government of Biafra, headed by Alhaji Asare Dokubo, deputized by Sister Rita Anebogu. And of course, we have members of the parliament as well as the executive, which is the advisory bodies and implementation committee. All of you ranging from Engineer Kenawan Onenyi Uchenna Siobu, Dr. Okado, Evangelist Bonanfire, Edawunyale, Joe Maria, and others too numerous to mention. All the pro-Biafran group who understand the precarious situation will find ourselves in a time like this, and you choose against all odds to stand by the truth. You are highly appreciated. I must acknowledge members of the Biafra Nation Alliance. These are genuine men who would have hidden, who would have run away and let evil flourish in our land. But they say no. Even when they understand what it takes, you may stand alone, you may be character assassinated, you may be blackmailed, you may be lied against, they can poison you, destroy your marriage, destroy your home, and maybe want to render you useless, which they do not have the capacity to do that anyway. But you people understand these things may come, but yet you choose to stand at the path of righteousness instead of compromising the standard of our people. I acknowledge all of you, from the administrators across the globe to our representative, mobilization officers, all of you, to the media department and the board of trustees. How can I proceed without acknowledging people like Mbadike, Masepolo Kenkwo, Mazu Uchenna, Dr. Uchenna Kenkwo? How can I exactly move on without remembering people like our dad in the Lord, Ubedi Ubinu, Agongwani, Ada Biafra, Awili, where do I have to stop and where do I have to end? Of course, Chukunosu, all of you. If I cannot pronounce your name, I cannot mention it, will understand you are in our heart. And of course, genuine men and women across the globe who choose to identify with us in this struggle. Your sympathizer or something closer than that. We acknowledge all of you. Nobody can be happy about the condition we have found ourselves as a people. But not everybody can actually do anything to save us. But then your prayers are with us. We pray for you also. Acknowledge indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. We are your cause. We are your destiny. We are your doom. The only thing you can do now is begin to curse everybody. Begin to insult everybody. Now nobody to curse, nobody to insult. You are now insulting yourself. It is amazing. Most people will think autopilot, Ibu Kingdom, Igodo Migodo, Agadamigada, emissary of emissary, emperor of the US, and the rest. People will not know you are all the same. There is no difference. It doesn't matter how you position your mouth to speak. Anybody that finish broadcast and tell you our leader Nnamdi Kanu, they are all lunatics or maybe very wicked individual. Anybody after broadcast that tells you our leader Nnamdi Kanu, these people are worse than the very problem we came out here to fight. These people, if they are doing it deliberately, they are the real criminal. I punk Nnamdi Kanu, China Samuru and others. You now important money to give to our youth. Now they're losing their mind. But to be rest assured, we will kill them. That is why we are here. And then I must acknowledge the Creator, Chukwu Kikabiama, who lives in heaven, but he presides over the affair of man. The closest way we can describe him, after all, the psalmist say, the heavens of heaven cannot contain you. How can man, mere mortal like us, build a house for you? And so, since we do not have the right adjective to qualify you, our Creator, we continue to worship you with the little wisdom and knowledge we have. What else can we do? Chukwu nidema, apata nekunwa. Chukwu nidema, izuru keme, umema nemema. Anya jahozo, Chukwu nidema, izuru keme. Oge kaigeto, wamelu malao. Oge kaigeto, namaremo nyozo. Oge kaigeto, anya nelu wamu. Oge kaigeto, amaremo nyozo. Ise. And of course, as always, we continue this evening to disseminate this information, the gospel for the restoration of Biafra. We understand the position where we are now, the dire need for us to remain focused and continue to pinpoint every evil obstacle on the way. We will surely get to him, that is a promise. But of course, the faster we are able to comply with the rudiment behind the restoration project as it concerns everyone, the better for all of us. Our topic this evening is titled, the two major ways to bring down the evil Nigeria and restore Biafra. If you want to bring down this evil called Nigeria and restore Biafra, there are two very major ways that we must engage. Evil will continue to flourish in Africa because its interest is not exposed, and its interest is constantly being promoted by the propagators. In Africa, evil thrives. In Africa, evil grows. In Africa, evil prosper. Why? Because there are people watering this evil. There are people watering this evil, taking utmost care of this evil. And they are out there, we're watching them. They come in different form and shape. And not until we begin to pay attention to them, not until we begin to respond adequately to these propagators of evil, it will continue to flourish. For instance, a lot of people today are finding very hard to see how our people can be liberated from this shackle of evil. Some introduce means of agitation, as you are doing here today. Others through involvement in politics, as you can see the de facto customary government moving very fast on that angle. And then you have those who are creating awareness campaign. We have those who are calling on constitutional review, that info document called Nigerian Constitution, copied and pasted. Without the consent of the people, we now have a law that decides who lives and who dies. We have those who believe in regional autonomy, restructure, some glamour for resource control, and then the Bill of Rights. We can go on and on and on and on. But every effort is being made to extricate our people from this shackle of evil, which we all know it is being supported, it is being breeded, it is being fertilized by certain individuals who benefit from it. All of these that we have initiated in time past are solutions in themselves. But I can assure you that the real enemy must be tackled. Dim Chukwemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu, before the supposedly Biafra Nigerian war, called Gowon, called Awolowo, called all the people who are supposed to, unquote, the elite, the founding father of Nigeria, and said the way we kill ourselves is not okay. We cannot continue this way. He canvassed for restructure. The then president of Ghana was there. He wanted good for Africans. He invited all of them and said, come, let's discuss as brothers. As brothers, let's look for a way out. The imperialist has done us enough evil. Let's find solution to this internal aggression against one another. Gowon went to Ghana. Dim Chukwemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu went to Ghana. As a Pan-Africanist, the president of Ghana, they agreed on restructuring of Nigeria. They asked them to come back home, and then Gowon should tell Nigeria what they have agreed and let Nigeria be restructured. Gowon introduced police action, who led to the death of over 2 million innocent women and children, and which they tell you is Nigerian Biafra war. Restructure didn't work. We prayed for it, dearly for it, and then we'll continue. And then some believe in constitutional amendment. There are some pro-Nigerian activists, or should I call them pro-Biafran group. They have been canvassing for pulling down 1999 constitution. Till this very moment, all to no avail. Kansaruwiwa have to put his blood in that issue of Bill of Rights. Adakaboro have to die for the sake of resource control. Where exactly are we going to start from? Where exactly are we going to end? All these things are means. They are all process in themselves, solution to this very precarious situation we have found ourselves. But the truth I want you to get tonight is that the major solution, two major solutions, it cannot be overlooked. Let us review them this evening, and then we'll move from there. Number one major solution is get your PVC. Get your PVC. The de facto customary government in time past have been canvassing and encouraging the people of Biafra to go and get their PVC. Every moment, every now and then, on every broadcast, we encourage our people, go and get your PVC. Go and get your PVC. Yes, it is obvious most of you do not understand the reason behind it. And believe me, if you think we are going to spell it out on this platform, and then you better think again. It is not going to be as you expected. But we understand why most of you feel that way. Under IPOB led by Nnamdi Kanu, all of us have canvassed and discouraged you people from getting your PVC or getting involved in Nigerian politics. We actually lended our voice to Nnamdi Kanu, believing that at the right time he will tell the people the truth. But then we discovered that he had no intention of telling the people the truth. All he wanted is to use all of us as his men. He maneuvered all the politicians in Biafra land, from the exception of very few. He couldn't approach Okowa, the governor of Delta State. He could not bamboozle Wike, Governor Wike, the governor of Rivers State. Imo State is a no-go area for him under Hope Uzodinma. Of course, he was able to bamboozle Rogers Okorocha, and then we can go on and on and on and on. And having discovered this, we said we were waiting for the right time before our people can get involved in politics. Then why are you selling us? I think that is where this problem started. When then they cannot go and make bargain with these people, he will tell them, I have the men, I have the number, we can aid you politically. When we come, we will vote for you. Do you want me to show you my might? Do you want me to show you how strong I am? They say, sure, it's okay. As we're having this conversation now, I will tell them to come to my house. From across Biafra land, you will be shocked. And then you see, one time zombie, not always a zombie. Now the Kano will fool us. A road leads to Afari Beku. Of course, we thought everything was as planned. Everybody will go to Afari Beku. Of course, BBC will come and video us. And then the God, Nanda Kano, will say, he will tell the politicians, don't you see my man? Don't you see? You see my man? Please, come and tell us all road lead to everywhere. So you see how empty you are. There is a reason why I'm saying this. Because some of you are going to ask me, they tell us make we no vote. They tell us go back to my broadcast after seeing, delivered, documented. From the sound of my voice, you will be able to detect my position. Anyway, I'm not trying to justify myself, but I'm trying to make you understand the truth. Like I said, the first solution is go get your PVC. If you like, go from here to heaven, to Costa Rica, to Jamaica. Without a political process being involved in this agitation, we are not going anywhere. Our senators, sometime in the nearest future, our governors, chairman, councillor, representative at all levels, will sometime along the line stand up for this very matter. And then we are good. But of course, many things hinder them. We need to clear their doubt. And we need to take advantage of our dual citizenship. First as a Nigerian citizen, secondly then as a Biafran citizen. We need to take advantage of our PVC. Nobody is allowed to disenfranchise us, and we should not be doing that to ourselves. I should have said many things regarding that effect, but let's leave it at that for now. And then something came to my mind when I looked at this issue of getting your PVC. I want to believe that Fayoshi, FFK, Nnamdi Kanu friend, Nnamdi Kanu in-law. You know, my father said when certain people talk to you, you can choose whether to accept their person or reject their person. But if what they are saying is the right thing and it makes sense, even when you reject their person, take that advice. FFK, I reject his person. He's a Yoruba man. Until Nigeria is divided, I cannot trust Yoruba man. This is George ONYIBE speaking. But I have wonderful Yoruba friends that I can put. In fact, I value them even more than Agbo man like me. So that is not to tell you that they are evil. Under one Nigeria, Yoruba cannot be trusted. From the pastor to the imam to the politicians to the ogomo, they cannot be trusted. And I refuse to accept otherwise until they champion the division of one Nigeria. And then I will come on air and apologize to them. Until then, they cannot be trusted. So FFK said something very good. I take what he said, but I reject FFK. He is married to Nnamdi Kanu's sister from Umuahia. So because he married Umuahia, we cannot rest again. Let us sacrifice our people. Because FFK married one of our sister. Very unfortunate. We did shake hand across River Niger in Enugu. Historically, we praise the Igbo people. We praise our Igbo people. How intelligent, how wonderful. And what have we been able to do for ourselves? The only thing, instead of us taking advantage of all this opportunity, what are we doing? Let's learn from FFK this evening. Of course, it made sense. So sometimes you understand some of the reason, not the major reason, no, some of the reason why we keep telling you, go get your PVC. Let's see if you can be able to hear this audio.
I love you. I have to tell them the truth because I love them. I love Igbos, but I have to tell them the truth because I love them. It is now a law to transmit votes electronically. Ranking of elections has been reduced drastically. Igbos are only tribes that have 99% of voters in the southeast and second highest voters in other regions in Nigeria. In the southwest, votes, Igbo votes come second. I love Igbos, but I have to tell them the truth because I love them. It is now a law to transmit votes electronically. That means rigging of elections has been reduced drastically. Igbos are only tribe that have 99% of voters in the southeast and second highest voters in other regions in Nigeria. In the southwest, after Yoruba votes, Igbo votes come second. Lagos has the highest number of voters in Nigeria and Igbos are competing with Yorubas in voting power in Lagos. In the South-South, we have indigenous Igbos in the South-South and all the major cities in the South-South are occupied by Igbos. Go to Port Harcourt, you will understand what I mean. In the North-Central, go to Yosh and all the state capital in the North-Central. Igbos are the second largest population after the indigenous people. In the Northwest, go to Kano and Kaduna and you will know that Igbos are the second largest population after indigenous people. In the Northeast, go to Maiduguri and all the state capitals. Igbos are the second largest tribe after the indigenous people. Go to Federal Capital Territory Abuja. Igbos are the largest population in Abuja today. If Igbos truly want to determine who will rule this country today, they will, but they only sit back and lament without any action. Peter Obi is the most qualified candidate to rule this country, but Igbos are not with their voters card. Go and get your PVC today.
No, if you're able to get it. This was written by Fayoshi FFK, our in-law. He made it very clear. He said if Igbos want to rule this country, they don't need to sit back and be lamenting. And that is what we do. Nanda Kanu will send all of you to your death. Then China Sanguru, another recruit, will be shouting, they are killing us, they are killing us, we are marginalized, we are escapulated, we are neutralized, they are dealing with us, we are lamenting and lamenting. Have you not noticed that lamentation have only one chapter in the Bible? The book of Lamentation is only one and very short. That is to tell you, for a reason God permits lamenting. But God don't love people who lament. You have First Chronicle, Second Chronicle. You have First King, Second King. We can go on and many chapters of the Bible that have first and second book, the same book. That was for a purpose. But you see lamentation, very small. God just allowed it. So anybody lamenting, lament from here till tomorrow. You disturb God. We have been busy. Oh, give us Igbo presidency. Give us Igbo presidency. Nigeria must give us Igbo presidency. We are the Igbo presidency. We are 2023 Igbo presidency. Igbo presidency. For God's sake, Igbo Tituan. The very power to take this without even negotiating with anybody, we have it. But you see, he ended up to say, Igbo, go and get your PVC. Igbo, go and get your PVC. We are not asking you to go and vote for anybody. Igbo, go and get your PVC. He added P2B's name on that very list. And why I will not say much there is, there are two people alive today that I have extremely respect for. And I'm proud of them. And because of them, of course, I'm talking about the global family. Because of them, I can tell you, I am an Igbo man, knowing that we have genuine Igbo man. But of course, on Biafra Nation Alliance, they are the real reason why Igbo name must continue to be hailed by all. When you saw Hail Biafra, we saw Hail Igbo. Of course, we all hail Ijo and hail everybody. But at least I'm Igbo. Let me talk for Igbo first. Why am I saying this? We keep calling on all the governors who are in charge of the affair, political affair of Biafra land. All of you use your head. IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, they are going to ginger you, try to destabilize you. We are going to pay you and give them money. That will be the beginning of your failure. Chukwuma Soludo, Professor, I don't know you. I've not done dealings with you. You are not my governor, but you are my brother. Let me send this message to Chukwuma Soludo. When Chukwuma Soludo was functioning as governor of Central Bank, he did a lot of things unusual, which I will not say here. Very peculiar. And everybody, my people loved him. My people loved him. One of my uncle gave birth to a son during that time. Just like many people gave birth to their children and called them Good Luck Ebere Jonathan. My uncle gave his first son that name, Soludo. Of course, he was Auditor General of SPDC, the whole of South. So it's not maybe somebody who just want to tap blessing. It's a blessing already. And so Soludo may not have dashed anybody money, but at least he has certain qualities that speaks. Soludo don't destroy it. IPOB can do sit at home and sit. IPOB can want to threaten you. Benjamin Madubugu, your brother, they will help destroy Anambra. Soludo, stand your ground. Go mile. But you can go back like Peter Obi and give them money, give them jeep, thinking they will leave you. These people are criminals. These people are plague. Now the Kanu and his agent are evil. For us to vigorously campaign against them, the same very platform we bled for. If you cannot see the truth by now, get ready because you will see it. Avoid IPOB, their disease, led by Nande Kanu, because they will mess you up. Why am I saying this? He mentioned Peter Obi. I've had access to Peter Obi many times, more than 10 different times, in the same meeting with him. But there is something about him. I really don't all that like him before I came close to him. We try to profile him, see the businesses he manages, which is not an issue to discuss here. But with his capacity, the kind of humble life this man live, he may come with secret bodyguard, but the way this man is free, my brother, I have said it before, only few politicians can live like that. But when he start romancing with Atiku, this is because he is not even aware of what we can do for ourselves. FFK, our in-law, say, Igbo, stop lamenting. Go and get your PVC. He gave us an insight to numerical strength. Do you know the population of Igbo people in Kano? Do you know the population of Igbo people in Abuja? Do you know the population of Igbo people in Kaduna? Are we talking about the population of Igbo people in Sokoto? For God's sake. For God's sake. They have to employ the whole Africa to vote against us to be able to win us. But do we have PVC? The real enemy is telling you, don't get your PVC, don't get your PVC. If we spend 3 transitions to get it right, we will get it. If we are on the same desk, we say everybody, get your PVC. It is being documented electronically. And then at the end of every election, the lead goes out. And then we go inside and check our PVC. Every region will send in the number of voters who registered with clear evidence. We can't lie to ourselves. And then at the end of the day, you see, for instance, 1 million persons registered. And then the person that won by maybe 500,000. And the other 500,000 divided by the rest. And then we now look at, if for instance Igbo voters who registered with INEC are 400, for instance, and then they say that Igbo lose because only 300 voted, and then we can now begin to ask questions. We have documented 400 voters card coming from the Igbo region. How come only 300 that is appearing? You will see. When this thing happened 2-3 times, all of you will know the truth. So those coming from Niger and other Fulani African country to come and vote in favor of Fulani, they won't do that again. This is our process. So whether they like, anyhow they want it, they will be the one asking for rotational presidency. We are here lamenting the lamentation. So number one major solution to getting Biafra restored or restructuring Nigeria is go get your PVC. Go and get your PVC. Go and get your PVC. We must continue. And of course, we look at the number two things there that we must do, because God will not do for man what man should do for themselves. The number two things we must do in order to put this evil behind is that we must checkmate. We must find out the interest of those who are sustaining our hopelessness, this hopeless situation. There are people who are sustaining them, and not until we are able to fight these things holistically, we are not going anywhere. I made us to understand. I said there are people today fighting very hard to see how our people can be liberated from this shackle of evil by every means. And of course, there are people who are still very much aware, feeding this evil, making it to flourish. My brother, not until we understand how they rule, we are not going anywhere. Let us listen to this audio, and that will help me explain this second major solution to us. Let's see how it goes.
So Raj, let me help you there. Befitting mansions built for them by the state government in their state capital and either in Lagos or Abuja. And the minimum recommended is a 5-bedroom house. Then furniture allowance for befitting furniture of the aforementioned property, and this furniture will be changed every 3 to 4 years. 100 million as gratuity, 100% of current basic salary of the incumbent and deputy, that is full salary for former governor for life. Brand new Jeeps and Hiluxes, which will be replaced every 3 years. 300% basic salary for car maintenance. 300% of basic salary for utilities, NEPA, water. 5 million monthly to pay for steward, cook, driver, personal aid, and security. Female security is also required for spouses. 100% of basic salary for entertainment. Medical allowances within the country and overseas for an unspecified number of family members for life. And it even applies to those who have more than one wife. I rest my case.
No, don't rest your case yet. Now, what this lady just mentioned is not giving financial audit or update. He is telling you the money that they pay to your governors and your president. The money, the allocation for them every year. Obasanjo, having been one-time president of Nigeria, whether he's a president or he's not, he is still receiving his full salary as a president for life. Sheniko was interim president of Nigeria, yet now, of course, for life he was still receiving his salary. All the presidents who have ruled Nigeria for life, all the governors, the one that loot you, including Willie Obiano, all of them will receive their salary for life. Only utility bill maintenance 500 million every year. 500 million every year. Can somebody give me the total number of how many governors that have ruled Nigeria since 1960 to today, and then magnify it by the number of governors we have had within Nigeria for 60 years? 500 million every year. And you want to divide this, they are one Nigeria. Yeah, you want to divide this, they are one Nigeria. They will fold hand and be watching you. From Obasanjo to Babangida, from Babangida to everyone who have ruled this place, from governor to all of them. If you know the money they steal every day, you need to wake up in the morning. Nigerians need to wake up, go to the street and start crying. I didn't say do anything, just start crying. Everybody come out front of your house and start crying. Start crying because this evil is not unimaginable. Just come out and start crying. And these are people telling you to be moral, be kind of be good boy. And then on the can know this truth, he joined the gang of these corrupt criminals. You didn't hear it very well, did you? Fuel within 1 year, diesel within one month, 3 months into another year, from 280 naira, it is now sold for 1,000 naira. It is still going. Diesel now is 1,000. In my last broadcast when I talked about it, I say it's 700. As we speak, in the same month now, it's 1,000 naira per liter. We know they want to leave fuel at 200 naira per liter, but it's okay. You don't know what is happening. So why wouldn't you come and say, let's support PDP, APC, when the same crops of criminals have been the one managing this country from inception to this very moment, and somebody want to divide Nigeria without dividing these people, and somebody want to restructure without first restructuring this mentality, and somebody want a better Nigeria without exposing these corrupt criminals? For God's sake, let's stop deceiving ourselves. Maybe you didn't hear it very well. Let's listen to it again, because it is important we know what we are up against. Why are we doing this to ourselves? We don't have schools. We don't have medical facility. They cannot pay ASU. They are on strike. They cannot pay doctor. All our doctors are in Canada and in America looking for greener pasture. Everybody is running away, and these people are paying themselves billions upon billions upon billions upon billions upon billions, whether in naira or dollar, only God knows, for life. And then this kind of say, our one Nigeria is not negotiable, it is not interrogatable, they cannot talk about our one Nigeria. I blame them. No be say we come out here make we rearrange matter. Then the canon saw a clips of this morning. He run mad. Look at Biafrais Jimako. He's telling you now, you cannot be fighting your brother. When brother and brother fight brother, the enemy will inherit their property. Ojimako, you were there. Now the Kano is insulting everybody, fighting everybody, killing everybody, blackmailing everybody. Barrister Jimako, I was in a meeting with you in Imo State. You saw the useless elder, the fake elder. Now the Kano sent to come and insult me in your presence. I didn't want to talk to them, but because you are there, I needed you to pass that message to Nnamdi Kanu. Did you not see that man? Ejimako, Barrister Ejimako, did you not see that man? I thought you are an international lawyer. Nnamdi Kanu sent me to a message. He sent one useless Obibo. He's not a chief. He's a kaka man like me. A man with more than 20 children living in one room. All they do is hire chieftaincy cloth and go to Abuja. Oh, we are the Igwe of Igwe. Ogodo of Igodo. We want to free Nnamdi Kanu. Igwe, is that not why Nigeria messing you people up? Barrister Jimako, were you not there where this idiot was trying to mess me up? Just that I was not a very soft meat to talk. And then it did not occur to you, you have to advise us. Now you are advising us. All of you have lost your moral. You are not in the position to tell us how to think, how to feel, and what to do. We've not even said our own side of the story. All of you be displaying your shenanigans. The time will come. Nnamdi Kanu just saw small money. Then people Nnamdi Kanu here, they come out for alignment. Ordinary tipping. Imagine a retired governor, somebody like Ojis Okano, still receiving 500 million naira every year. 500 million naira every year. 500 million naira every year. And you want to divide that one Nigeria for them. If you want life to be better, this issue must be addressed. You think we are stupid? Just listen to it again for record purposes.
Let me ask you this.
Don't worry, I didn't say it. They said it.
Let me help you there. Befitting mansions built for them by the state government in their state capital.
Befitting mansion for all of them. Befitting mansion, you must build it for them in the state capital, either Lagos or Abuja. You must build it for them. And so when you are talking, they are not giving you mouth. It's because they know what they are gaining. But we can deliver them because they are all sick. All of them are sick. All of them are sick. Every politician receiving this money, whether you are my father, you are sick. Because you cannot sleep more than one room in a night. And I tell you the truth, you cannot eat more than what you are supposed to eat. You become a glutton, it can kill you. You can choose to sleep with 100 women in one bed, but you no go fit go past one rang in 20 minutes. You can't. Take all the whole drug, you die for nothing. You people are sick, you are wicked. That is why you must demand for all these things. You cannot see why Africa is sick, backward, very disgraceful.
Lagos or Abuja.
You must have the house in Lagos or Abuja.
And the minimum recommended is a 5-bedroom
It
house.
must not be less than 5-bedroom bungalow.
Allowance for befitting furniture.
Furniture allowance like that of
the
Queen of England.
aforementioned property. And this furniture will be changed every 3 to 4 years.
Every 3 to 4 years, you change the furniture.
100 million as gratuity.
100 million.
100% of current basic salary.
100% of all your salary.
Deputy. That is full salary for former governor for life.
For life.
Brand new Jeeps and Hiluxes
for
which will be
life.
replaced every 3 years.
For life.
300% basic salary for car maintenance.
For life.
300% of basic salary for utilities.
For life. Be putting for life. For life.
5 million monthly
for life.
To pay for steward, cook,
for life.
Driver, personal aid, and
for
security.
Life. For life.
Female security is also required for spouses.
For life.
100% of basic salary for entertainment.
For life, entertainment.
Medical allowance
for entertainment. For life. I don't know why this woman is not putting for life. Medical allowance anywhere within for all their family members for life. And then when we come out, we say, let's check the constitution. Let's restructure Nigeria. How many countries in the world are having a feast day on their resources like that of Nigerian leaders? And when we're talking, it's a hate speech, it's a hate speech. The only painful thing is that we're almost there. Until then, they cannot think he can pocket all of us and turn to worse criminal than Biafrais or any other criminal. Worse than any criminal we have thought of in our life. And so when you look at what these people are paid, and you're coming to say divide Nigeria, my brother, you're going to take unification. It's going to take exposure. It's going to take transparency. It is going to take sincerity. It's going to take genuine. We said it's impossible. It is not impossible. We don't price them. We don't weigh them. And we know how it's going to go. But we mean nobody no harm. That is why we begin to engage everybody one after the other. So anytime I say, Biafra is coming, hello, who told me Biafra will be restored today, they lie to you. They lie to you. These people will not want to miss this thing. Olusegun Obasanjo said he was going to revolutionize Nigerian through farming, agriculture. The land was allocated for that purpose in Ogun State, Sangwater. Obasanjo used Nigerian money and cleared Sangwater, build a unique farm where swimming pool day now today. Go ask Dilo Menaye. Go and ask them. Inside their farm swimming pool day. And then maybe you begin to get the point now. Sangwater now belongs to Obasanjo. His brother told him, international thief, late His Excellency Fela Anipokolako, or how do they call it, Kuti, he told him international thief. That didn't say so. And you want to divide Obasanjo, one Nigeria that allowed them to have swimming pool inside farm. You want to divide their one Nigeria that allows them to kill you and rubbish you and impoverish you and kill you off record. Their own one Nigeria. Make una wake up. Now the can run mad. Any other idiot can run mad. Agent can distract. But if you think we are losing focus, we go nowhere. And you can quit here no. We have not even started this mission. The only issue is that we want to know the kind of drug some of our people take so we can be able to administer it to them. The only thing is that those who would have protected us, those who would have defended us, those who would have stood for us, all have become an accomplice in this evil. Look at what they are taking. All for life. All for life. But there is a way to confront this issue and engage these stakeholders. For instance, you want to engage the corrupt system through the law. Where will you start from? You want to engage them through civil disobedience. Where will it lead you to? Or by any other means? What do you think they will do? What do you think they will do? The solution in this instance boils down to making it less attractive and getting ready with your PVC. If indeed we want to get out of this mess, there are ways to make these offices less attractive for all of them. It boils down to everything we have been asking for. Imagine when you are receiving the same salary with civil servant as a president. When you receive pressure 2-3 times, you will resign. You saw the display of Obobo scatter from David Umahi when he was sacked by one incompetent court jurisdiction. You saw his Obobo scatter. Who want to take away his entitlement for life? He ginger. If they were gingering and swaggering for our own interest, the people's interest, would they do that? They won't. But somewhere along the line, if you can none of you will escape from it. The best all of us can do is to begin to prepare our mind. Those of you who eat 3 meats, begin to prepare your mind to be eating half. Those of you who used to eat half, begin to prepare your mind that you will not eat anyone again. Those of you eating mado and the cannibals, begin to sharpen your teeth because you have enough to eat. And then let's be sincere to ourselves. Today now we call imperialists. ONYIBE do us this one. Britain is evil. America is evil. Jamaica is evil. But what have we done to ourselves? What have we done to ourselves? I have to stop here anyway. Our lines are open. If you can call in and make your own contribution. But if you cannot, I will soon close the program and I will still be back here tomorrow. The lines are open. The studio direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is the studio direct line. And of course, the studio WhatsApp line is 070-815-45652. 070-815-45642. That is our studio WhatsApp line. 070-815-45642. And of course, if you cannot access the studio line and you have access to any of my social media platforms, you're free to call in to make your contribution. The lines are open at this moment and you're free to call in. Don't forget, this is still Biafra Human Right and Freedom Radio Station, and I remain George ONYIBE, who is from Abo and Yoma Province, to be precise, Biafra land. We are on FM radio stations, some areas in Anambra State and River State, 100.5 FM. We are on satellite We are on Zoom, we are on app, we are on Simple Radio. You can visit us on our website. You need to get in touch with the de facto customary government or the Biafra Nation Alliance or any other pro-Biafran group through our platforms. There are a lot of jobs to do. We have a nation to deliver, and we cannot afford to pretend as if all is well, when in the right senses we know all is not well. The lines are open, and I'll be back in a minute.
Mommy, don't cry. Daddy, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Freedom is here, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, yeah. Freedom, freedom is here. It's here. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Papa God, I want to thank you for this beautiful thing what you did do for us. Finally Biafra is here, so make you never give up. I know yes, they killed us many years back. I know yes, they try to pull us down, but this kind of work this way. Thank you for all the good things. Now you don't make us better.
Yes, of course, I have the head of our media, Biafra Nation Alliance on board. Can you hear me, Mazi Chukuno? So, it does you're welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
Thank you so much. My global administrator, I want to specially greet you this evening. I'm calling from Biafra land. We go nowhere. As a matter of fact, our radio is on FM, and I thank God that people are coming to light to what we are saying, to what we are preaching every day. Because if you leave them, they will be disillusioned. The vision will be stolen from them entirely. And the consequence is that it will now take us longer time to start campaigning for Biafra restoration again. I mean, our future generation. So this platform, which is dedicated to all genuine Biafrans, is here to continue the and insist that the right thing must be done. Agitate for our freedom. This is a project that must be achieved. It is not in our character to imbibe criminality as a culture. We don't have the intention to accept any form of criminality that is cloaked as freedom fighting. We admit anybody that is genuine about this quest, whether you are coming from Major Nation, from the Igbo Nation, whatever nation of the Biafran population that you are coming from. We admit you, we welcome you to this platform. As long as you are sincere and you want Biafra, not in criminality, not in killing your own people. Our is consistent. It is Biafra, it is Biafra. We will not tomorrow come and tell you that it is no longer Biafra, that Biafra is cause and it is now we do. No, we don't do like that. We have no intention to rename this particular nation. It is a nation that has been handed over to us. by our fathers. And so Biafra Nations Alliance family members all over the world, wherever you are listening, asking them, because we are choosing for this particular purpose to maintain the reputation that it is our duty to preserve Biafra nation from falling in the hands of criminals who want to make themselves lords and enrich themselves with the name of Biafra. It is our responsibility to make sure that our people are protected within and outside the Biafran territories. So continue to insist that the right thing must be done. I saw a publication that was saying that IPOB members kick against renaming the second Niger bridge after Buhari, and I want to just make it clear that it is not just about making the publication. There has to be a political to make sure that these people do not eventually name the second Niger bridge after Buhari, because it is going to be a disaster. Not shooting to us. As a matter of fact, he is the president of Nigeria, and he is the one ordering his military to come and occupy our territory and conduct and organize all manner of inhuman and degrading activities. By record, this man was involved in the Biafra genocide of 1963 to 1967 to 1970. So, with this trajectory, it is impossible for us to accept naming of this bridge after him. Whether he is the one that constructed the bridge or not, it is none of our business. He is doing his job as the president of Nigeria. But for the fact that he is complicit to crimes committed against Biafrans, we don't want his name to be known, to be used as the name of this particular bridge. It is not about IPOB business. Biafrans in general, all of us are kicking against this idea. And so the political move about it is that we are going to engage with our politicians. And we will tell them that this is what we demand of them. They are going to serve us. We are the people. They are going to serve us. It is to our best interest that they are there. If we do not vote them, they will not be in that office. So they are going to serve us. Even though we know that they are fighting tooth and nail to suppress our agitation, but we will not let them. There will be a point when people will be aware of their power as the electorate. There will be a point when majority of our people will be armed with this PVC. We will displace all of them with our own candidates. That is when they will know that we have an agenda that is not just 3 to 10 years planning. We are coming gradually, and when that time comes, all these people who have sold their souls to the devil will be accounted for what they have done. We will hold them accountable. We will ask them questions. They will answer us. It is not about this gra these people are doing now, trying to build facilities that are intended to better the lives of our people. at least reduce the suffering, the misery our people are facing in the Nigerian enclave. So we are going to move gradually until when they displace these people, and then we start making Biafra-related laws that are going to help us bring in a major government, a government that will create a constitution and institution, that organizations and policies that will work for the people. So this, we have a strategy. One would want to protest only when they fight for Nnamdi. They don't fight for Biafra, they fight for Nnamdi. The only time you hear them speak on radio or agitate on the street or do everything is because their leader has been arrested. If you leave their leader, if you release the leader, he will come and live 10 years and be describing years and palm and wrinkles on the face. He doesn't have any plan. If you release the leader, he will keep on making people against the people, Biafrans against Biafrans. And then we will be using those shops to promote his propaganda. He doesn't have any plan. But under Biafra Nations Alliance, we have a set out strategy that has possibility of having success. And the best of people is that in a friendly relationship with other pro-Biafran groups, name them under the umbrella of this de facto customary government. So it is something that I will admonish everybody to join hands together so that we make this thing work. If you allow politicians to do their basic politics, they will keep on making mass promises without action to your cause. Then go and pay those people that you trust. Look at him today. When we used to hear him confront Nigerian government, we thought that he was capable. But today he's receiving money from these politicians, selling out Biafrans, even paying criminals to go and torment Biafrans, force them to see Biafra struggle as the problem. So cause Biafrans to see Biafra struggle as something that should not be talked about, or in fact he has definitely turned the struggle upside down. And this is why we are here, to bring Biafra, to reproduce the struggle, to repair the image that the Biafran image that IPOB has attempted to destroy, actively destroyed. So these are what I want to say this evening. I want to continue to appreciate my global administrator. You are doing a wonderful job. Sometimes I even ask some questions. How do you get this information? How do you organize all these things? Like every day, you don't even run short of words. You don't go out of ideas. You have timely information to pass to Biafrans. And your words are very powerful. You teach our people. I'm thanking God that this work that God has given you, that He is going to continue to strengthen you to do it until the finish line. You are not going to fall and you are not going to fail. God will uphold you. God will empower you. Thank you so much. God bless you and God bless Biafrans all over the world.
God bless Biafrans. Thank you very much. And of course, that is our young brother Chukwunonso, very committed young man, I must tell you. You people are the reason why we have to stand our ground, because they will deceive all of you. A very small boy, committed to doing the right thing. Believe me, to protect the next generation, my brother, we will stop at nothing. they don't stop lying, why won't we have something to say? They have not relented one day until they have us blackmailed, character assassinated. Why then should we keep quiet? The same thing will forbid from happening to our people. Eventually, some of us want to become the very instrument of our undoing. Believe me, we have not even started. We are warming up. And that is why those who are jumping up and down, they will fizzle out in 1 minute. We have not even started. But anyway, you are not my enemy. I Punk of Nnamdi Kanu, you are not my enemy. I don't hate you. But for what you do, I hate them with cruel hatred. You know, when I talk about Yoruba, I don't hate Yoruba. But for what they do, I hate it with cruel hatred. Without apology, for God's sake. Let our people remain focused. Two things need to be addressed. They are the major solution to this very plague we're suffering as a people. Go get your PVC. And then, this, what do they call it? This inchonchom, this inchonchom that is making everybody want to be governor, president, senator. Have you not seen the inchonchom now that is motivating them? But how can I blame them when ordinary our monthly due? My monthly due 500 only my small 500 in the Kano head, he has turned to God. Imagine if he was the one receiving 500 million only girlfriend allowance for life every year. 500 million girlfriend allowance for life every year. What will he do to us? But none of them are our problem. Nigeria will need to answer this call. So be national say Nigeria call Obe. Nigeria is calling all of you now. You must answer this call. There is no two ways about it. You people must answer this call. Nigeria is calling and you must answer it. And do you know how to answer this call? You will give account. You will give account. No two ways about that. Nigeria call, obey. Call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, my brother Odowili. You're welcome to the program this evening. Good evening from here.
Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. I was still driving, but that I cannot let it pass. It encourage what is going on. This gospel that has to be preached, someone needs to do the needful. And as you are giving in your best, God in heaven, the creator that was never created, your strength. I want to tell fellow Biafrans and all lovers of freedom that you cannot get freedom by casting aside the good ones and the moderation the evil. There is no amount of what we are looking for. Remember, therefore we are looking for to be what God desires for his people. And the last time I checked, for those of you who still believe in God in heaven, he never desires the condemnation of anyone. And the images, the videos, the things that are coming out of Biafra land today is abhorrent. It's overwhelming. And it's very disheartening. The good people who are supposed to know better ignore this thing.
Within the country,
to Lucifer, the devil himself. If I continue, I have to properly introduce myself. My name is Ansar here with you, darling. I'm from Abate is in Amamba province of Biafra land. Yeah, by the special grace of God, the editor of Biafra Nations Alliance, South Africa, those we all agree that the solution to this problem is for us to embrace the truth, learn the politics of the past, and concentrate on the future. We cannot do with the future without reflecting and errors of our ways, where we have gone. Not product of mass IPOV. Under the leadership of Wazirike Namdekan, we have found ourselves at this particular time in history of humanity in an area that is somehow, to some who think they know much, but when you take a close look at the situation we are worse than before. We can be better than before only if we can apply wisdom. I quickly say this because all who is not lost. The table can still be turned around. You are a member of IPOB. That's in my IPOB. But he has no option when blackmail is the order of the day. More when own people has taken over. When you allow yourself for somebody, for an occultic person, therefore let's argue, followed by others like us who could not endure that wickedness and evil. Alright, now you're a member of Autopilot. As a member of Autopilot, you're a former member of IPOB under the leadership of Nnamdi. According to your current belief, what Mefo was saying before was not right. It's not true because he's criticizing Nnamdi, who is the general overseer of all the evil happening in IPOB. But today, as a member of Autopilot, the general body of IPOB is evil, but Nnamdi, who is the general overseer of that general body of IPOB, is not evil. He's sent, he's holy. You as a follower of Autopilot, have you tried to find out what the leader of Autopilot, that criminal Simon Epa, has in his mind? Of course you don't know. Let me leave it there for Autopilot and their followers, those that they manage to convince. Let's go to Nelly Ofebu, and they do. Indeed do. Biafra is now evil. And when we who are following the path of Mefo, and the original ideology that brought in the struggle of Biafra, re-resonated by so many predecessors. You call us saboteurs. Now, what name are you going to give to somebody who told you that Biafra is evil? That our eagles have arrived. Very, very unfortunate. On the part of the DOS, they are trying to see how to consolidate and maintain power. So they will tell you we are the only ones who are left within Nnamdi Kanu. I told you guys before that the ship is sinking. Said it before. If you are following me on my Facebook post since 2020 was the ending when all this madness started. I said the ship is sinking, and only the wise will get hold of the life jacket and save themselves. I don't want to be Jack in the history of Titanic, who perhaps gave his life for other life. It is his own choice to do so. But I think the history of Titanic should have teach a lot of people a lesson about being very much on the alert. Don't ignore things. Don't neglect little things, because it doesn't matter. It's what matters a lot. In the history of Titanic, we learned that the music was playing, the party was going on, just like it was happening in IPOB. When they are killing people in Biafra land, those abroad will be doing party on the death of the innocent. In the name of we are gathering, we are raising awareness, we are doing this, we are doing that. Yet, look at where we find ourselves. No single awareness. In fact, it looks like we never struggled for Biafra before. Since the introduction of this madness in 2020, just only 2 years, it looks as if the struggle just started 2 weeks ago or 3 days ago. That is to say, all that we have labored for in years was just our people. There's something our people don't understand. I always say it. Destruction is the easiest thing you can do. Building, the most difficult. You don't mix these two things. They don't mix. You can't bring a destroyer and a builder and put them in the same place. That was what happened. During the time Mazimefo was still in IPOB, he was a builder. He might be slow in his actions, but at the end of the day, you will see that something is taking place. But those of them who are quick to act as if they know it all, unfortunately, knows nothing. And our people has to take everything into consideration and move forward. Make yourself available. Biafra Nations Alliance, in conjunction with other pro-Biafra groups who are willing, this thing is not by force, those who are willing to fix what was destroyed. We are here to consolidate, build the trust. We are willing to go to any length to get this done. Biafra can only be restored with truth and honesty. Outside that, cut me off. I don't have much thing to talk about because there is so many to speak about. But as we continue to preach this gospel, please
make yourself available. Stop hiding. It will not help you. When you speak the truth, you die. You don't speak the truth, you die. So it's better you say the truth. And if you are dying, you'll be able to say, this is how I died. Thank you very much, dear Ba. May God in heaven keep blessing you.
You see,
You know what you are doing. And thank you.
thank you very much. Of course, the voice of our brother, Mazi Aslam Udowili. We continue to sensitize our people. We continue to inform you. We need to go home. And to be able to go home, it requires that we must go through the length and the breadth of this Biafra land. We cannot shy away from our responsibility. We cannot pretend that it's going to be a melodious event and somehow miracle will happen. And consider the fact that a lot of things has been bastardized. Imminent danger on our value system. To mention but a few. But then we are not giving up. We stand our ground. And of course at this moment I'm joined by my dad in the Lord, Mazi Obido. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you, my Reverend. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. It is a good afternoon from here to all Biafrans and all lovers of freedom. And I must say thank you for holding on, my brother. Even when it seems like all of us are asleep, you are awake and doing what is needful. We appreciate you. As I always tell you, God in heaven will find it in his heart to bless you for the good job that you are doing. It's another day, my brother. Every day I watch things happening and I say, is this it? Is this all? Is this where we ended up? And the most frustrating aspect of the whole thing is the silence of the so-called leaders. The silence of these people who will be quick to coming out to proffering a political solution, a peaceful solution in the midst of criminals attempting to overtake everybody. I don't know if I'm clear on this statement, but it appears that the land now will respect the criminals. Our land now will dialogue with criminals. Unlike before, when we say Nalo Balo, abomination is an abomination. There is no room to accommodate or to dialogue with a criminal and evil person. That's no need. According to our customs, you outcast them. They are outlaws. They don't belong. They don't have any position as far as Biafran communities are concerned. The only reason I see tolerance, the only reason I see that these people are not doing what they're supposed to do is because I think that all of them are enmeshed in this mess. All of them are enmeshed. Otherwise, how can somebody stand up and say that people are using this thing to play politics and you have not identified one of them and pick them up? And we are, And the greatest confusion we have in all this is the medley of the Fulani Caliphate. That is the greatest confusion. Because when they meddle in it, then these criminals will come out and start shouting, you have brought your Fulani master to come and deal with us. You have brought your Fulani master to come and kill us. But I remember, it wasn't long ago when the chairman of the de facto customary government came out and gave out his number and asked for every community, any community that is going through this nonsense to contact him because he knows what to do. And here we are today again, still talking on these issues. Isn't that a shame to this generation? That these people will be allowed to be running here and there wide open and wildly on social medias, insulting and abusing and threatening illustrious sons of Biafra land, or Igbo land, I would say. Isn't that ridiculous? Isn't that ridiculous that we have all these scavengers? We have these mad people, if I may use that word, so that our people can understand it. Openly threatening illustrious sons and daughters of our land. And everybody is going about their business. It's not just that they are threatening, but because they were able to deceive a lot of people, they are soliciting funds and using these funds to create a mess. And I begin to wonder if all these people are all compromised. If they are all compromised. Because I don't know the reason why this will be. It's very difficult to understand that every day one clown will get on Facebook and be threatening, and not just threatening, but they are living out the threat, and we are seeing it. I think due consultations are not made. And I heard you talking to the governor-elect in Anambra State that the greatest mistake you will ever make is to go and sit down with criminals and murderers in the name of peace. I mean, that's the greatest mistake you will ever make. I know very well that we are not believing some of the things that they're saying now. I hope it's not true as usual, because you know they can always lie. They can always fabricate lies. That Soludo has paid social people to kill their ESN. Oh my God, this is very annoying, my reverend. I'm not believing that lie.
Very pathetic. These people are so wicked. They just sit down, look for how to destroy somebody. Something, nothing good can come from their heart. Our people will understand who they are in no time.
This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. Of course, we can rightfully identify their chief, their savior, their God, who just died, and we are waiting for the resurrection. Of course, we have rightfully identified the Leviathan, and the Kano. We are just watching and waiting to identify who sent him. And our people need to understand that. We need to identify whosoever sent him. Because there is abundant evidence pointing hands to the terrorist government of Nigeria. Otherwise, I don't know why this is very difficult to understand. I'm not going to say much this afternoon, but I'm really, it's really absurd. It's very frustrating to see what is going on. And this woman will be allowed to be running loose all over this network and the social media. And the people that are concerned and in any action, as far as the governors, let me give them that name, of the land. This is clear-cut threat. You don't do that. It doesn't matter where they are. It's not just threat, they are living the threat. We witnessed that months ago. When Nnamdi Kanu came out here threatening and we were shouting, we were calling on you people back home to watch out and do not let him to carry on this nonsense. And today it appears that none of you understands this. We are watching. We're going to see where this ends up. Okay? We want to see where this ends. Someone who, I'm going to maybe why I see. We see boys again threatening a governor-elect, making all manner of allegations. I mean, what's going on? God forbid back then, I would say, my Reverend, I want to stand by and perhaps other people may want to call in, but I do want to encourage Biafrans. The issue between Biafrans and the terrorist government of Nigeria is very clear. We are standing on a higher moral ground. It doesn't matter how much or whatever the confusion they brought amongst us, because this is the reason we all came out to fight for our freedom. So the journey continues. I'm asking you to please disengage yourself from this charade that you are currently embarking on, thinking that you can do anything with just threat, a sponsor of few criminal gangs here and there. We implore you to seek for resources to join or to make yourself available for Biafra de facto customary government, or to make yourself available to any pro-Biafra group. We have always emphasized on this platform that Bimma Sob is still there. Chief Ravo Wazirike, who reinstituted this struggle, is still there, and he's in Biafra land. You haven't heard him threatening everybody and killing everybody. If that's where you desire to be, it's okay. We're going to meet at one point. There is Biafra National Council that if you want to be a part of them, you can. And there is also the Biafra National Alliance any of these groups are working together, and many others who are still waiting because make yourself available. Even before you consider coming, make sure you are coming with truthfulness. Make sure you are coming with humility. These are the two criteria that will take us to where we're going. And even as you come to Biafra de facto cultural government, the National Nigerian Indigenous Nationalities Alliances are calling upon you. For the other ones, the Eduru ones, the Edos, the name them, the Benue. Lately, yesterday, I heard you playing it from somebody, an Hausa man, crying out that this is not about religion. It's not. It's ethnic cleansing. The Benue, Middle Bay should know. Ottoman has been crying every day. What is keeping everybody down? What is this kind of thing that is keeping everybody down? That we are just crying, lamenting, instead of doing the needful and drive this barbarian out of the land. So Nias is there, calling on everybody to be a part of their process, though a different agenda. But anything that will break that nonsense, that will completely make that name obsolete, we are all for it. So, as we call on you to do your own part, I heard what you played about Fayoshe. Yes, partially right to me, because we're still on this constitution. We're still on this fraudulent document that has empowered these people, that has kept everybody down. But for now, we can also lay hands on our PVCs wherever you are. Every Biafran should lay PVCs for now. That does not mean attending political rallies. It's just a document that empowers you to do anything. Because when you obtain your PVCs, there are a number of registrations of voters. So that will be a way to show your grievances in the future. So go do that for now and continue to listen to this platform. We are getting there. There's no way this contraption called Nigeria will continue. It's very clear that we cannot work with these people. Did I hear this old man that was just made the APC? They say he's the APC chairman, justifying the reason why you should consider this man. And I'm really looking at this old man with the rationale that he was putting out there, that if you consider spare parts dealers, as if spare parts dealers are going about destroying people's property. He even considered private banks. And I'm looking at this man and I say, God in heaven, these are the people. These are the people that we are talking about nation building with. I think it's high time every indigenous population in that contraption consider a way out. My Reverend, there's so much to say, but I'm going to stand back. Thank you so much for having me. God in heaven will keep bless you and sustain. You don't know where, because as you're talking one, another thing will come up. I'm not going to continue. Let me allow other people if they wish to call in. Thank you very much, my brother. God bless you. God bless Biafra. And God bless all. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Ndewo.
And of course, that is the voice of our daddy in the Lord, Mazi Obede. Sometime in the nearest future, the next generation will understand that there are men and women who outrightly stand up against evil. And I can assure you, they are the reason why we are here. They made us to believe in Biafra again and again and again and again. I thank you, Mazi Obede. And of course, men and women of like mind. Your presence has been an inspiration to everything we do. We understand the difference, we understand the challenge, we understand the position we found ourselves. The painful aspect is that most of us, irrespective of the information at our disposal, choose to do otherwise. And then, since men of these days has learned how to shoot without missing, brother, we are going to fly without perching or Setiana. And of course, inching closer to the end of this program, we keep reminding our people there are a lot of things we ought to do that we have not done. There are a lot of things we ought to say that we have not said. But believe me, we will not leave any stone unturned. I call upon you once again. I understand your indifference feeling, the confusion, I understand. But it's going to take all of us to save all of us. You must rise up. Those of you who have been hunted down already through diverse means, you cannot accept to remain down. You can't even hide from it. They're going to hunt you down and nobody will talk about you. It looks like we have forgotten about Akowara. Did Nnamdi Kanu actually kill Akowara? You can't do like that. Have you forgotten about Ojukwu, my leader, my leader? My brother, the only way to save yourself is come out open and clean. There is a reason why we are here. Biafra Nation Alliance. We're the watchmen. We go nowhere. But there are a lot of you out there, within and outside. You are an asset. You can do things. You are product of miracle. But you are not aware. Help us to help you to discover yourself so you can submit. Play your own quota on this journey. Is it not obvious now? Is the truth not glaring before all of us? You see, everybody wants Biafra. And everybody wants Nigeria gone. It doesn't matter. But it's a matter of time. You will come in terms with this truth. You need to follow what we are doing here. We are not here to sell personality. We are not here to prove we are something that we are not. We are not here to show we have power. We are here to ensure that nobody will be allowed to sell the next generation. You can come on board this ship. Be part of this divine movement. Together, let us set Biafra free. Together, I say. Tomorrow we'll continue from where we stop. I must appreciate all of you who have called in to make your contribution, ranging from my brother Chukwunoso, and of course to my brother Aslim Udowele. Let me tell you people how things work. And of course, Daddy in the Lord Maji Obienu. Each time I talk with my brother Aslim Udowele, some people say, oh, they are gang, the same gang. But let me give you a little history to make you understand how things work. There's something Mazobidi will always say. He say, we may not holistically agree on our ideology, but all of us represent the overall interest of our people, and somewhere along the line we will still meet. whether Minas, BNC, Bimozob, any group, we will still meet. Somewhere along the line, we'll still meet. Coming back to my brother Udowini. When I was the African rep in IPOB, he was a coordinator in South Africa. I had misunderstanding with him. I was not happy with him. He tried to prove his point. I never listened to him. I misjudged him. I blocked him. I avoided him. Because there are things I don't tolerate. And then with time, I discovered I was wrong. I should not have gotten to that extent. I unblocked him. I called him. We discussed. He explained his own part of the issue. And I said, I'm sorry. This is what I thought. And then we moved on from that day. It looked as if we had not quarreled before. He realized his mistakes. And I realized because I have the power to beat up anyone does not give me the right to do so. It has happened between me and so many people. We would have been great enemies today. But it is what we represent that matters. That is what fuels us. That is what drives us. It is the love of Biafra that drives us, not the hatred of you, for God's sake. Should I tell you about Mazepolo Okonkwo? I have to quarrel him. I have to shout on him. I have to avoid him because he said, Mazepolo said, work with these people. We will not work with George ONYIBE. And when he came, he said, these are people I want us to work with. And I said, we are all IPOB. I cannot work with these people. He didn't know the truth. He didn't understand. He insisted it got to be so. It had to be so. But of course, for trust issues, I cannot open up things he's not supposed to know. And after much arguing, if he's not a humble man, he won't talk to me today. And then he came back and said, okay, I understand. Okay, let's go by your term. Since Mazi Mefo said like this, I believe you. Let's go on. With time, he saw this evil himself. He saw it. But they are very close to me. They are my brothers. And so the misunderstanding does not change anything. But then somebody need to own up to his responsibility. Now the cannot be an idiot, a very hopeless criminal, and then playing God for us to begin to shout hallelujah, hallelujah. For where? Maybe one day you will understand. But we are not going anywhere anyway. It's just a matter of time. Biafra issue need to be addressed. We cannot keep quiet for very long. The Igbo nation have been bastardized to this extent. The Biafra nation is in jeopardy. And we cannot tolerate it this very long. We understand everything. But so much is at stake. The Robo, the Shekiri, the Doma, the Gala, the Yale, the Umbutorumba, Nombisi, everybody, Joe, Ogoni, Ogoja, all of us must rise up. Now the same rope all of us. So I think I have to stop here this evening. Good night, and God be with all of us. Ndewuno. Ndewuno.
Yeah. left